We are going to make a brown butter simple syrup for lattes. Now, if you watched our other video where we made a plain butter and a brown butter syrup, you'll remember that our brown butter syrup kind of separated. It didn't turn out too great, and I can't stop thinking about it, so I'm going to try and perfect it today. So we'll start again by browning our butter. That's what you call it. We're going to try a little bit lower heat than we did last time. Maybe not separate the oils and the fats, ideally. That's not going fast enough. Let's at least torch it here to get it kind of melted. But yeah, like I said, I just couldn't stop thinking about this, and I'm like, there's got to be a way to make this work. So we're gonna try it again with a couple different methods. So I think we're gonna change our ratio a little bit. I think we're gonna add a lot more milk than we did last time. I think we're gonna do a 2-to-1 ratio. So instead of a 1-to-1 simple syrup ratio, we're gonna do almost 1-to-1-to-1. So 1 part butter, 1 part milk, 1 part sugar. It's gonna be a bit thinner, technically, if you drink a regular simple syrup, but the way this was acting, I think it's gonna turn out just fine. Actually, while it's melting, let's get our other ingredients measured out here. Okay, so 1 stick of butter is 116 grams. Let's get that measured out. Perfect. Then I think I'm just gonna throw the milk right in with the sugar. That might be a bad idea. I'm just gonna do it. So 116 grams of milk as well. Roughly 118, that's fine. I'm gonna keep this separate until this butter is browned. I want this butter to develop its own flavor profiles. I don't want it to turn caramely, which it kind of is going to, but you get a little bit more flavor development if you brown the butter first and you don't cook the sugar. So this method, it's not going to cook the sugar to a caramel point like a caramel would, if that makes sense. So a little bonus video for you, a little, non-Wednesday upload. It's actually my first time making brown butter, shockingly enough. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna lower the heat now. It's bubbling, it's going. I don't want this milk to be cooking and simmering down with the butter. I don't want to cook down the milk, potentially burning the milk protein. So we'll keep it separated, add it in the last second. It'll also help us cool down the butter a little bit. It should work great. It's getting there slowly. You know what? I'm just gonna fast forward this. You don't need it. You don't need to sit here watch this the whole time. You get a little time lapse. Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it. Oh yeah, that's brown. That's browned. All right, I'm gonna turn off the heat. Then I'm gonna add this in slowly. Oh, there we go. Slowly. Get all that sugar in there. I realized putting the milk with the sugar was a bad idea, but we'll just dig that out, make it work. That's why they invented spoons. Look at that. So let's stir this, I think it's actually already incorporated. It's a little thin. I'm gonna throw it on low heat. It actually is on low heat because this thing is dumb. So I think the sugar is dissolved from what it looks like. So I'm gonna turn this off heat. It looks a little thin now, but the last one, it was at a good consistency at this point, and then it just turned into a brick once it cooled off. So I'm just gonna count on that. It's gonna cool off a lot extra and solidify a lot more when it cools off. So we're gonna call it here, get it into our bottle. All right, let's drain this. There's a little bit of sludge at the bottom. Let's get that out first. This is definitely an interesting color. But we're gonna see. We did avoid the butter separating, so that's the good news. So we're gonna let this cool, come back in a little bit and see how it is. Actually, you know what? We're gonna throw this in the fridge. I think that's a good idea. So our syrup has chilled. You can definitely see it's definitely kind of a little separated. But if you kind of give it a swirl, a shake, a mix, it does kind of come back together. So I think I would say this is semi-success. I would say if you're doing this in a coffee shop, you could do a couple things. You're just gonna have to make sure everything's stirred and emulsified when you're, dishing it out for lattes, things like that. Or you could keep it in warm water. It's a little bit more maintenance than a normal syrup, but it tastes like an upscale caramel. Like this is, we're not gonna make any lattes with it today because we kind of already did that in our last video. But man, like this is like might be one of the best coffee syrups I've ever tasted. Like this is delicious. It's more complex than a caramel. It's nutty, it's deep, it's sweet, and it's gonna pair well with any coffee, iced in an iced latte. I'd be a little concerned with an iced latte that it's gonna get weird. I think you definitely want to shake it with espresso, kind of get everything melted. So it's going to be a little more maintenance than a normal syrup, but it is 100% worth it. So yeah, I hope you like this recipe video. You should definitely give this a try in your coffee shop at home. It's delicious.